Hello everyone. Pagpapatuloy natin ang pag-complete ng step number 7 ng Online Compliance Monitoring Report or CMR. Paano ba kumpletuhin ang step number 7 ng Compliance Monitoring Report na isinasubmit natin sa DNR-EMB? Sa step number 7 po, nakapaloob po dyan ang current monitoring results and findings on air quality. At sa air quality, ito po ay pwedeng monitoring ng ambient air, yung free atmosphere, at syempre yung pong monitoring ng emissions. Depende po kung saan mayroong condition sa ating ECC or applicable permits. In the conduct of ambient air quality monitoring, ay kung ito po ay required sa ating ECC or sa ating applicable permit. Ganon din sa ating pong mga emissions ng ating air pollution source installations or pollution control equipment kung meron pong requirement for emissions. Now, how to complete the step 7 dito sa compliance monitoring report. So, nagsusimula tayo dito sa air quality monitoring stations ambient at kung tayo po ay may requirement sa ating ECC or part ng ECC condition ang air quality monitoring, ilalagay natin dito ang information like the ambient air sampling station, description or location. Pwede kang mag-indicate dito ng isang sampling station gaya ng mga parking space kung saan within the project. At kung hindi naman nga po required sa atin ang air quality monitoring ng ambient air, di pwede nating lagyan ito ng not applicable. So doable naman po itong geo coordinate sa ambient air quality monitoring. Nilalagay natin yung location ng sampling station. At kung wala naman tayong requirement for ECC, wala tayong requirement sa ECC ng ambient air quality monitoring, dito kasi sa system hindi tinatanggap na wala tayong entry, lalong-lalo sa coordinate. So we might as provide the location of our project. In fact, di rin tayo makapaglagay ng not applicable sa mga coordinate kasi hindi tatanggapin ng system. Now, kung meron tayong requirement for air quality monitoring, we can have our monitoring objective to prevent air pollution at kung ano yung activities that will result to air pollution, like yung ating operation of generator set, yung ating mga process equipment, fuel and non-fuel burning equipment operation. Pero kung wala pong condition sa ating ECC na mag-conduct ng air quality monitoring, ilagay natin not applicable. Kung meron, nag-i-indicate tayo ng statement dito at maglalagay tayo ng proof of compliance and then click save. Kung meron tayong ilang sampling station for ambient air quality monitoring, pwede tayong magdagdag dito sa baba. So for example, meron tayong location ng ating air sampling station na parking space. Yan. Number 1. At ito yung ating sampling coordinates. At syempre yung ating monitoring objective to prevent air pollution. And then kung anong activities ang involved, like operation of generator set, process equipment, and other pollution sources. Yeah, pwede nating dagdagan pa po yan. So dito pwede tayo maglagay ng file that support the location, no? And then click save. So kadalasan sa mga ambient air quality monitoring, minimum of 2 sampling station. So dito maglalagay ka dito ng isa pang station. Kung 3 sampling station, edi 3. Ano po? So pwede tayo mag-add dito. Now, for every sampling station, kailangan i-provide mo yung result ng air quality monitoring conducted by EMB accredited laboratory. So dito we select ambient sampling station kung ano po ang naka-indicate dito at yung kanyang corresponding coordinate. We just select here. So kung meron kang 3 stations, edi 3 stations din ang pwede mong makita dito, pero isa lang ang pwede mong i-select. And then kailan ka nag-conduct ng ambient air monitoring? Halimbawa, first quarter ng 2025, ang parameter natin ay TSP at yung result natin ay 50. And then yung baseline data, kung yung unang monitoring natin, kung meron tayong data. At saka yung DNR standard for TSP. And then kung tayo ay within the standard, select yes. And then yung ating EQPL, lagi naka-default ito ng alert. So, pero depende sa gaano tayo kalapit doon sa standard set by DNR. So, halimbawa sa TSP, meron tayong standard na 90. Then, malapit tayo sa action. Kung saktong malapit na tayo sa DNR standard na 90, yung 50, halos limit na. Pero, kamalayo pa naman, like about more than 50% pa naman, we can have alert. So then remarks as pass. Ano pa yung mga parameters na tinetest natin? Like sulfur dioxide, like nitrogen dioxide, no? At ito nga, TSP. So kapag na-select mo nga yung sampling station, lalagay mo dito yung result of ambient air quality test. Okay? Then click save. After po niyan, yung ating gagawin naman yung sa emission. And usually, doon ito sa ating mga equipment. So, halimbawa, meron tayong equipment more than 300 kilowatts, operating more than 200 hours in a year. Kailangan ng emission testing yon. So, lalagay natin dito yung name ng ating equipment at yung location in terms of coordinates. And our objective is to prevent air pollution resulting from the operation of this equipment. Okay? And then, as usual, we will provide the result ng atin pong emission testing. Kung kailan tayo nag-conduct, anong quarter, anong year, anong parameter, yung result, yung baseline data, DNR standard, kung within the standard, yes or no, or not applicable. Then, yung EQPL default as alert, and then yung remarks natin na not applicable. Yan ay kung wala naman tayong requirement for emission. Halos wala naman makikita data na dito. Pero kung meron, halimbawa nga yung genset natin na more than 300 kilowatts, operating more than 200 hours in a year, ma-require ng emission testing. So ilalagay natin dito yung result, yung DNR standard, and don't forget to click save. Ganun din, kung may multiple parameters na tinetest, hindi lang naman carbon monoxide, meron din NO2, SO2, and then PM. Depende sa requirement natin. And finally, we will provide the overall remarks. The air quality within the project site complies with the standards set by DNR EMB. Patuloy din sa step number 7 ang noise level monitoring. Kung meron tayong monitoring of the noise level, part ng ambient air quality monitoring, lalagay lang natin dito yung sampling station at yung result ng ating monitoring. Kung hindi naman nakasama ang noise level monitoring, wala tayong may lalagay na information. But basically, pagka nagkakaroon ng ambient air quality monitoring, kasama dyan ang noise level monitoring. So what we do, we provide here the sampling station, halimbawa, parking space number 1. Halos parehas din po yan doon sa ambient air quality. So ano yung geo coordinates? Kopyahin na lang natin yung geo coordinates. For example, 13.12345 and then yung longitude 1214567. At yung monitoring objective natin to prevent noise pollution. Siyempre, resulting from operation of generator set, process equipment, and other pollution sources. Then, lagay tayo dito ng file and then click save. At gaya din sa nauna, after ma-provide yung ating stations, we will provide the result. Okay, nabigay mo na yung station, yung coordinates, lalagay mo na naman yung ating result. So just click on the noise level sampling station and then yung year kung kailan ka nag-conduct, no? At saka yung parameter kung daytime at ano yung result. Let's say for example 10 at ang baseline data ay 0, DNR standard ay 50, then within the standard again natin 19 standard. Then EQPL is alert and then remarks as pass. Click save. And then maglagay ng overall remarks. Yan. The noise level in the project site complies with the standard set by DNR EMB. So that's it. That's step number 7. Kung ano ang content nito, yung pong mga quantitative result ng ambient air quality monitoring, which includes yung ating mga location ng sampling station at saka yung result nung ambient air monitoring at saka yung tungkol naman sa emission, yung location at yung result ng emission testing at saka yung noise level monitoring. So kung kayo po ay may mga katanungan, pwede nyo pong itanong yan dito. At kung gusto niyo po pong malaman kung paano naman yung step number 8 ng online compliance monitoring report, please subscribe, like, and share this video. Maraming salamat sa ating lahat and God bless us all.